Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to discuss about conditional statement present in Python. So as the name suggests, conditional statement will do or perform some of the task on the basis of the condition which we're going to provide to Python. Okay, there are 5 different ways you can represent your condition with which you can perform some of the tasks in the Python programming. And to begin with, we can start the first four: if else, if elif else, and nested if. Switch case is bit difficult to begin with, and let's save this switch case for future video. Maybe I will create one more video dedicating that one to switch case. But this particular conditional statement comes very handy when you have multiple conditions to deal with. But nevertheless, let's begin with the first four. If statement is a fundamental conditional statement that we uses for all the programming language, not just Python. And in general English also, we uses lot of if statements to express our feelings. And this is the syntax of the Python if condition. And you can see the first keyword would be the if, and then followed by expression that which you want to test. And this is the last part of the expression, the first line, which is the semicolon. And then you can pass the body of the if. And here, if the body of the if could be one line, it could be multi-line. And you can see I keep this much of space from the starting of the if. And this is not for beautification purpose. It it serves a very crucial purpose. I will give you the intuition, and this is what we call the indentation. If this if condition is multi-line, let's say it's a 4 line conditions, and in Python we are not using parentheses or curly braces to say this is where you can start executing the lines if this condition is true, and this is where you can close the body. So the only way you can tell the program that this 4 line belongs to the body of the if only, by using the indentation or by using the space from the begin of the if. So this is very crucial to keep the indentation, or else Python will throw an error. And by the way, this indentation part Python will take care of it. So if you are using idle or any other GUI, this will taken care of. And of course, if you are using any text editor, then you need to do it by yourself, or else you are just good to go. Okay, let me give you an example for if statement. So let's say I'm saying today, if today is Sunday, then I will eat breakfast. So eating of breakfast, I can pass it here, breakfast, and here I can say date Sunday. And here you can see I have used to equal to symbol to say this is a comparison, not an assignment. So if this statement, this expression will true, so this is a comparison operator, so it will return either true or false. If it is true, this part will execute, the body of the if will execute. If it is false, it will just ignore this part, all this line, all this multiple line, and just move to the next one, which start from the same indentation as if. Okay. It will be more clear when I will give you the example. Okay, just bear with me. If else statement is similar to if statement, but the only subtle difference is that we are using a else condition. So sticking to the last example, if today is Sunday, here you can pass that eat breakfast. Else, so if the date is not Sunday but any other day, you can pass here the things which you want to do if it is not Sunday. So let's say I will say eat lunch. So if today is Sunday, do this thing which is breakfast, else just eat lunch. If elif else, this statement, if in the previous example which I gave you for if else, there is only two conditions. If this expression is true, then this will execute, or else this will execute the else part. But what if we have other conditions? So if today is Sunday, eat breakfast. If today is Saturday, For example, I don't want to eat lunch, but if it is Saturday, I want to eat something else. Let's say dinner. So if today is Sunday, I eat breakfast. If else if here you can pass the expression that if else sorry elif today is Saturday, eat dinner. Else, in other cases, if it is not Sunday, not Saturday, eat lunch. So in the only difference between else and elif is how you so in elif you have an expression where you can pass some comparison, some condition to test. In else it will execute by default if above condition are not true. Okay, in the nested if it is similar, but here you can see I am passing uh, another if else condition within a if. So let's say first I'm saying if this expression which is Sunday, then here say if Sunday before 12, if the time is 12 o'clock or after 12 o'clock. So if this expression, let's say this is Sunday, and here I can say time is greater than equal to 12, then eat lunch. Else, if it is not greater than equal to 12, else eat breakfast. Okay. So here I'm saying one expression, I'm testing one expression. Even if it is true, then also I'm testing another expression here by with another variable, let's say time. And here I can pass if this expression is true and this expression too, what it should do. And if this expression is true and this expression is false, here I can pass uh, what it should do. And the label of nested if it not limited to 2, it could go up to, let's say, 10 20, as long as you are okay with the indentation. So you only need to keep worry about the indentation. This is the first if statement, the body of the if, and this is the second indentation, or the second level of indentation, where you saying this is the body of the nested if. Okay, let's see some of the example of conditional statement. And first we can see if conditional statement. And here I can declare a variable x, and I can ask user to put a value in it. And here I can say input inbuilt function, and please put a number. And this one will return a string data type thing, so I need to change it to integer data type. So whatever the value right now the user going to feed it while it's executed, it will now change it to an integer number, then it will store in the x. And here I can say if I can test the condition if the x is whether even number or not. So which I can do that by using if condition and if keywords, then x and modulus division by 2. That means it will return the remainder of the division. And if this one is equal to 0, so this is a comparison operator which we passed, and then I passed a semicolon, and when I pressed enter, Python took me to the next line. But you can see this much of Python space Python keeps it. And this is what called indentation, and idle took care of it automatically. You don't have to worry about it. So here you can pass the things that you want to execute if the condition is true. So here I say print this is an even number. Let me save it and run it. Now if I will feed 4, you can say this is an even number, because 4 with the modulus division 2 is equal to 0, and that's why this line is executed. Now let me show you if I would not have keep the indentation and run it. You can see expected an indented block. So this will throw in this statement will throw an error. So we need to keep the indentation. So you can do that using tab, or if it is not, just press enter and idle will automatically take care of it. Now let me comment this one out. And by the way, shortcut of multi-line commenting is press Alt plus 3. And here I can copy this one and paste it here. And here I can say if else. And uncommenting multi-line thing, the shortcut key is Alt plus 4. Okay, here I can say X integer input, please put a number. Here say if X is modulus division 2 is 0, then this is an even number. Else, when I press enter, you can see Python took me to the next line, but it is the same indentation as before. So this will still consider as the body of the if statement, but not else. So I need to go back, and here I can say else, and here I can say print the things which I want to execute if the above condition is not true. So here I can say this is an odd number. Mhm. Okay. Now, if I will just run it and pass 4, it's still saying this is an even number, but let me run it again. If I will pass 5, now it's saying this is an odd number, because in the above expression, this x modulus division 2, when I pass 5, is not equal to 0, but rather 1. And that's why it's not executing this particular thing, this body part, but rather moving to the next part, which is else statement, and printing and executing this one, which is printing this is an odd number. Okay, let me comment this one out as well. Okay, now we can do is else, if, elif, and else. Now let's say, let me copy this one, paste it here, and let me uncomment this one by using Alt 4. And here I can say else, if, elif, else. Now let's say I'm interested in this if the number is odd or even. Also I'm interested if the number is divisible by 7 or not. But in the else, I couldn't pass any expression because it will not take any expression. So let me give you one example by giving the expression. Let's say x modulus division 7 is equal to 0. And if I will run it, now Python will throw an error because it's invalid syntax. Because this is not a valid expression. You cannot pass a expression within the else. So for that, we need to do one more thing, that is if. So, and here I can feed this expression x modulus division 7, and here I can say, let me copy the above line and say print this number is divisible by 7. Okay, now if I will run it, now it is a complete valid expression. So if I will pass 4, it's saying this is an even number. Let me run it again. If I pass 5, it's saying this is an odd number because the else part is running. Now if I'm saying, if I run it again, and if I will pass 21, it's saying this is this number is divisible by 7. So this part is executed because this expression is holds true. So this is how you can do the if, elif, else conditional statement. Let me comment this one out as well by pressing Alt 3 and copy this one. Now we can do nested if condition and paste it here. Let me uncomment this one again using Alt 4, and here well, I can get rid of elif part, and here I can say if x is divisible by 2, then say print this is an odd number, but here I can say instead of executing a single thing, I can again pass if else conditions within if statement, within if else statement. So here I can say if x divided by 5 modulus division 0, then when you press enter, you can see there are two level of indentation from the initial beginning statement, because it's a nested if, and this if is a second level. It's a first level, this one is a second level. So here I can say print this is an even number, also also divisible by 5. Else I can go back to be in the same indentation label. Else here I can say print this is even number but not divisible by 5. Now if I will just run it, if I can pass 10, this is an even number also divisible by 5, because 10 with the modulus division 2 is 0. Then this body part of the if will execute, and in the body part again there is another if else conditions where saying if the modulus division of that number with a 5 is 0, 10 is actually divisible by 5. That's why this part is executed, and it's saying this is an even number also divisible by 5. Now let me run it again with another number. Let me increase the size of this one. So please put the number here. I can say 14, and here say this is an even number but not divisible by 5, because 14 with the modulus division 2 is 0, but then this part is executed, but this particular expression x with the modulus division 5 is not equal to 0. So that's why the else part is executed of the nested if, which is this is an even number but not divisible by 5. So this is how you can do the nested if. Hopefully with all this example it's bit clear to you how you can use conditional statement, especially if or if else or if elif else or nested if in your program. If you have any questions or comment till now, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. I will try to answer them with best of my ability. Or else, thanks for watching. Please do like and share this video. And please don't forget to subscribe this channel if you haven't done it yet. Until next time, cheers.